I was at a festival, just a bystander, enjoying the music. In front of us, a guy collapsed. I knew that I had the Narcan in my backpack, so I immediately went to go see what was happening. When I saw the guy on the floor, you could see that his breathing started slowing down dramatically. And then I looked at his pupils. They were like pinpoint pupils, so I immediately knew that it was an overdose. So I pulled out the Narcan, put it in his nose, used it. And honestly, within like 3 or 4 minutes, you could see him start responding. You can see his breathing start improving. The Narcan, I felt like it saved his life. And that Narcan, it was a Narcan that I received from Keep the Party Safe a few weeks before when I volunteered.
Keep the Party Safe is a fentanyl overdose prevention campaign. We knew we could use techniques from marketing and social marketing and advertising to raise awareness about the dangers of fentanyl and what kind of drugs it was in, to raise awareness about naloxone and just the different steps that people can take to protect themselves, protect their friends, reduce their exposure to risk.
I basically stand at a tent. It's called Keep the Party Safe. We have a big vendor tent. We give out a lot of free stuff. And then on top of that, of course, is the naloxone or the Narcan or whatever brand we have that we hand out and educate people on. We answer questions. And then we just recently brought fentanyl test strips into it as well. Overdose prevention is super important, especially here in Aurora. This is my hometown. I grew up here, kind of been around it my whole entire life. So it's a super important cause.
In my work at the Colorado School of Public Health, I'm really interested in mental health and well-being and harm reduction. The biggest thing that Keep the Party Safe does is harm reduction, and I'm really passionate about it. It's definitely a really non-judgmental space. The point of harm reduction is that we understand that people are going to continue to use drugs, continue to use alcohol, but just making sure that they're doing it in a safe way. So the point of Keep the Party Safe is to teach people how to use naloxone, which is Narcan or Cloxato. It's an opioid overdose reverser, essentially. So in the event that they are abusing opioids, or they know somebody who's abusing opioids, or in a sense that fentanyl has contaminated whatever drugs they're using, they have Narcan on hand and they know how to use it. They can reverse an opioid overdose and, save somebody's life, save their own life, just buy somebody time, basically.
Ways of teaching people the signs of an overdose, the importance of calling 911, and then we walk them through how to administer naloxone, which as a nasal spray is a matter of laying a person down, opening their airways by tilting their head and cradling their head, and then just inserting the nasal plunger and pushing a button. It's terrifying as it's happening because you're seeing someone who might be passing away before your eyes, but it's surprisingly easy to do and effective if you're able to understand the steps and if you have naloxone.
So sometimes people don't know what naloxone is at all, or the overdose prevention medications. And sometimes people are already trained in it and they just don't have it on hand and they need more. So we definitely have a diverse variety of people who show up to the tents.
We had a couple people at the Underground Music Showcase last weekend who we had given Narcan to, and they came back to us next day, a couple days later, letting us know that they had saved somebody's life with the naloxone that we gave them. It was really great to hear. They were really happy about it. We were really happy about it. It's definitely heartwarming, and it keeps me interested in what I'm doing.
We have benefited enormously from our relationship with the Skaggs School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. We have had students who've been great volunteers for the Keep the Party Safe campaign, for example. We think the institutional support has been phenomenal. It's really allowed us to do our work, which we view as a way of kind of giving back to the state. So, in my opinion, it's a very forward-thinking relationship, and it shows how a school of pharmacy can really make a difference in the community in innovative ways.